Are we on? Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the 5th episode of OCAP. That's on Caffeine and a Prayer. My name is Wendell.
I'm Glory.
I'm Myron.
I'm Ron K.
So, Glory, what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today?
We're revisiting
We're revisiting a topic.
success.
Yes.
So, I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about it from a different approach.
Are we going to introduce our guest?
Do you want to introduce her? Go ahead.
I would love to introduce our guest. Thank you. So for this topic, we, wanted to bring someone who has a lot of things to say, a lot of advice, words of wisdom to give us on the topic of success. So today we have the beautiful and lovely Ronke to assist us on this topic. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
One of the most fashionable people I know.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah, I was saying, I want to, we talked about success. I don't think we addressed the other side of the coin of success.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Failure.
Ooh.
Other end of the
Why did that take you to a place?
Because
Glory, it instantly took you to a place. And I saw it happen as soon as I said it.
Yeah, there's two sides.
Because that is not what I thought we were going to start off with. But yeah, failure. Woo.
Well, because we had an episode of success.
Okay.
But let's start with success. But listeners and watchers believe we're getting to failure because it is a two-sided coin.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that's true. How to navigate it and all that good stuff.
And since we have a guest, I could ask you some of the questions that we had. What do you define as success?
Oh, success. I define it as I think it's very personal. I'll say that. It's different for everybody. Success isn't defined the same for everybody, but I guess the basic definition would be just like reaching your goals, like attaining whatever it is that you desire at that moment. Like say you're trying to complete college, okay, that could be a successful goal that you've reached, or getting your first job, that could be success. It's just whatever you want it to be, basically.
I think that's a good, because it is personal.
Yeah,
It is
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Especially, and I love the analogy that you gave, because the success means different things at different points in your life.
Right.
So yeah.
But I'm curious now. Other questions I've had and other questions that viewers have asked me since the last time we talked about success. Do we do a good job celebrating small successes?
No,
Oh, not at all. I don't
Negative.
think so.
I don't think so.
Negative.
Yeah. I don't think we. I mean, I try. You know that saying, "Small wins, celebrate small wins." But I think sometimes we have our eye on the big wins so much that we can't.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
One of my favorite interviews. First of all, guys, just a heads up, I'm a huge basketball fan, so I use basketball analogies all the time. I'm an avid basketball watcher. I also watch basketball media, anything related. And so one of my favorite interviews of all time is when this reporter asked Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say this season
It was a failure.
was you remember that?
I
one?
remember.
Would you say this season is a failure? And Giannis was dropping some gems.
He blacked out, honestly.
When you said when
He blacked out on that report.
yeah, he was dropping some gems. He's like, so I mean, what do so anything short of a championship
It's considered
is a failure?
Fair.
Yeah,
Because I'll tell you, for me,
because one team wins.
yeah, one team wins. I know for me, being a millionaire is a goal of mine.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Right? But now, if I have $500,000 sitting in the bank consistently, am I gonna call myself a failure?
That's success to me. Sure.
Girl, what you think? What you think?
Okay, when you say $5,000 consistently.
No, I said 500,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't hear that.
Even in this
What-
economy,
like,
5,000 is still good. I'll
What
take
can you
that.
do with 5,000? No, 500. Like
Okay,
if,
okay,
if
yeah,
just
yeah.
liquid, I just have that. Just
Oh yeah, no,
like-
I agree with that. That's spend like this, like not disposable, but like spendable, like yeah, liquid. Yeah. That's definitely success. Like, yeah. Sorry, I misheard you. I misheard
Would you agree, Wendell?
I would agree as well.
Yeah. So I think we do have to celebrate small wins because sometimes small wins. Ooh, this is about to get dark. Sometimes your small wins may be the biggest in a certain context.
What do you mean?
What's that saying? Aim for the stars, because if you miss, you hit the moon.
I mean, I've heard something very similar. It's like shoot for the stars, you
Yeah.
land on a cloud or something.
Yeah, like something.
Yeah.
So because like I said, if my goal is to be a millionaire and I don't quite hit that, but I'm pretty close, that's pretty hard to call a failure.
Yeah. But then my question is, this is for anyone, but I'm directing it at Ms. Ronke. How you said that? Well, we all agree. We're all in agreement that we don't often celebrate our small wins.
Yeah.
So like, how do we instill that habit? Like, what can we do to recognize our small wins? Like,
Well, the first thing that comes to mind for me is just slowing down, just enjoying where you are and appreciating how far you've gotten in this moment. And that's something I think, even with social media, like we're all keeping up with each other constantly. So it's like the goal is always moving because you always see how far somebody else has gotten, or you're thinking about how far how far you want to go yourself.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like it can be overwhelming sometimes. It's like, okay, I know where I'm at right now, but I know where I want to be. So
yeah,
it takes your mind off of where you're at. Like you can't really enjoy the moment for what it is.
Agreed.
That's girl, that's deep. Because it reminds me of a conversation I had with one of my relatives over the holiday. We were talking about, first of all, the idea that somebody is a trillionaire is still
no, that's not
Hate
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Hate it.
That's
not cool.
disgusting.
so, but one thing that billionaires are obsessed with is having more than everybody else. Like that, people don't realize a billionaire isn't. Most billionaires aren't content with being a billionaire. They like the idea of having more than anybody else. And I was telling him, like, the thing is, once Elon Musk became a trillionaire, there are super billionaires watching it and saying, I ain't doing it. I need to
Yeah.
get to that level.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And some of us, we like, listen, we just trying to sniff something, just the crumbs, and you're a billionaire, and you're looking at Elon Musk, and you're like, yeah, this isn't enough. Like it's kind of like what Ronke said, you start to change the goalposts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think of somebody like Mark Zuckerberg at one time was on the heels of Elon Musk. You know, him, Warren Buffett, and all of them, they were kind of up there. Now Elon Musk is in the stratosphere, and somebody like Mark Zuckerberg is probably like, man, I ain't doing enough. Like, that's wild to be worth multiple billions
Maybe
of dollars and
that's
say,
why we got all this AI crap coming up.
yeah,
Sorry,
down with AI.
different topic.
So let me ask this to everybody.
Okay.
With what Ronke say about sometimes the goalposts changing, do you feel like there's some happiness in being ignorant of what everybody else is doing?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so I've gone through this phase of my life where I kind of like limit my social media.
That's good.
Like I mean, I'm only on there to like post our stuff, maybe scroll a little bit, and I'm off. Cause I realize like I'm just every time I see what my mates are doing, I get envious, and then I start looking at my life, and I'm like not talking bad about my life, but like I'm trying to figure out how to compare, how to like get to the level that I said I was gonna get to, but in short amount of time. Because I see where they're at. It's like, I need to show them that I got it too. And I was like, nah, that became unhealthy, and I got off social media for a minute, and whenever I was like,
You're
didn't you
happier.
see that? I'm happier. I truly am, and it's been a breath of fresh air. So
What about you? What you think, Wendell?
I would have to agree. I mean, comparison's the thief of joy, honestly. So just getting on social media and seeing people at a certain point in their life and you feel like you're not doing enough, I mean, that can get to you. And like you see your peers accomplishing something, and then you start thinking to yourself, like, what makes them different than me?
Right.
Like, it gets to very dark territory, in my opinion. And yeah, so I would agree for the most part.
What you think, Rocky?
I second everything they said.
So
Like,
you stay away from social media?
I don't. I need to learn to.
Well,
I'm with you on that.
So yeah, for me, I'm a millennial, so social media happened in our prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me to step because one, that's my news. Like I don't even
Me
watch
too.
the news.
Yeah.
I don't watch the news. One, I don't really want to be swayed by if a typical outlet is left-leaning or right-leaning.
yeah.
First of all,
They're all
right-leaning
becoming right.
is just insane.
No faults.
No box. Yeah, right-leaning. But, I do like to sometimes get it, or I love to check my phone for news. Like, I love to get the Apple News notification because that's just plain.
Yeah.
Yeah, general.
Just staying
Straight
up to date and
everybody.
everything.
Yeah.
I got you.
But for me, yeah, that's a hard thing. And then here's the thing that I was interested in with your answer. Sometimes I am inspired though by what people do. You don't feel like that's you, Lori?
I feel like,
Would you say? No,
I mean,
would-
it's definitely a balance. I mean, for the most part, I get inspired seeing, some of my closest friends doing great things. I mean, obviously, I'm happy for them because I know where they started.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
other end, I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
No, I was just co-signing what you just said. No, I definitely what Wendell just said. I am excited and happy for everyone. Like, there's nobody where I see their success and I'm like, ugh. No, I'm happy. I'm excited for you, but I also know myself.
You're
I'm-
hard on yourself. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly. And also I'm very competitive by nature.
Yo, Glory,
So-
Glory, you get credit for self-awareness. No lies. Glory is company. Girl, you get credit for
Hey.
self-awareness.
I know myself. So yes, I'm excited for people. Like literally, sometimes I'm very happy for them, but I also know who I am, and I know where my pits and where I lack, and why would I want to feed that part of my I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm happy to be offline, and if anyone has great news to share, they text me. We're like, I did this. I'm like, yes, good for you.
Speaking of online, please follow us on everything.
Comment. Your comments have been funny.
Because we do, when I say we, really Glory, we do check, your comments and everything, so we appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I kind of understand Glory's thing. And here's the thing, Glory, I'm also like you, depending on the season. No, because so now I'm gravitating towards the other side of the coin. In those seasons where I feel like a failure, it's not like what Gloria said. It's not that I'm not happy for somebody.
Yeah.
But then seeing the contrast of your success versus when I feel like a failure really makes me feel like a failure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told this story before. Yeah, I found out as a kid I was poor
Oh.
around middle school.
Oh my gosh.
And you know how I found out? Because
Because middle school is rough.
It is.
well,
Yeah, it was rough.
I'm gonna tell you how I found out. Because you have those parents. You ask your parents, "Hey, can I get money for this?" And they say, "Oh, we don't have the money." I'd be looking at my parents like, "Y'all just lying. We got it. I don't know what y'all talking about. We got it." Yeah, I was bust to a magnet school, which is like miles away.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay.
And where I live, you don't think you're poor because everybody, yeah, we're all on the same
Yeah.
street.
Everybody's saying,
Clearly,
On the
you
same
got what my parents got because you next door and you across the street. So clearly, you got what we. It wasn't until one of these days something happened with one of the buses that served the community around us, and they said, "Okay, well, we have to drop off, the kids that live close to the school first before we bus y'all out all the way to." So we're going, and girl, we are in these palatial neighborhoods.
Oh my God.
No, like Glory, like us black poor kids. We look like wow. And it didn't click. One of my friends who lived local, who was on the bus, and and I'm like, "Hey, Chris, you see this?" And he's like, "Yeah, these okay houses." And I'm like, "Oh, he hating. What do you mean these okay houses?" And as soon as he said these okay houses, the bus, psh, okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Or to a mini mansion.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm dead.
So now we got that whole ride, and so we done seen all of this. Now we go back to our neighbor. Now, listen, my parents are okay, but we go back to our neighborhood, and that's when I'm like,
Reality
okay.
set.
Oh my God.
And so sometimes it's the contrast of it all because I would have never known.
Yeah.
And it's funny. My dad said he realized something happened because he said I stopped asking him for money.
Oh, no.
Cause because I would just hear the stories like, you come back from summer, hey, what'd you get? Oh, not only did I get a Wii, but I got this. I was like, you got 2 game consoles? Like, whoa. My parents could, come on, can I get 2 games? And they looking at me crazy like, we ain't got money for that. And I'm like, no, y'all got money. Y'all just lying because if these people parents got money, you got money. And I just realized that is. Listen, that's a hard thing to learn in 7th grade.
Yeah, that's why I said middle school is rough. Middle school is rough.
That's an eye-opening thing, but it is sometimes I am like Glory in those seasons where I'm not on social media because I'm like, oh, I just can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, I just had to go pay this car payment with the insurance, and now I'm down all this money, and then somebody's under there say, "Hey, I just paid my car off." Look, and I'm like, "Oh Lord,
Not today.
Lord, you know that's a real thing."
Oh my gosh.
But so I mean, I do get the idea of not comparing yourself because Wendell called it right. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
But so let me ask this: as far as success, let's talk about it. You don't have to give away a lot. What was the last small success you celebrated, Wendell?
Small success.
First of all, I know Wendell got a lot of small successes because I've been living vicariously through Wendell. Y'all, this is a law school graduate.
would
He
probably
does
say
not
that's the
talk
last.
about it. He does not talk about it all the time. So I'm going to say this is a law school graduate.
I would probably say that's the last small success.
So
Excuse you.
I apologize if y'all make it hard for people to feel sorry for you, Wendell, because they probably looking at Wendell like a law school graduate. What is he talking about? Talking about failures. That is a law school graduate, y'all.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your last one?
My last one, in terms of like accomplishments or just
And we talk about small wins.
I would say witnessing Glory getting her master's was one of them. It's not a small. It's obviously one of the bigger things.
That's big.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
big.
I was talking about successes in general. Don't clip that up, but I would probably say I don't know if I can call success a small success. Honestly, I mean,
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
I like that. You can't call a success a small because it's a success.
Yeah, because I can't call any success that me or Glory go through small. Like it's
That's a good man, Savannah. That's a good
So
man.
I don't know if I could do that
That's a good man, Savannah.
because I have a dilemma with that because I'm trying to take the next step of being a lawyer. I'm trying to take the next step, but it's to the point where I look at me graduating law school like it's ages ago, and it's just like,
It was
oh,
like ages ago.
it does to me.
It's last year.
It feels like it.
I think that's something to talk about because sometimes we treat our successes like they have an expiration date.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
You
what
will,
it feels
you
like.
will
Yeah.
always be. Listen, your mom and your dad will always stick their chests out
Yeah.
when they talk about Eric Winterly II, because they're like, listen, my son, because sorry to disappoint you, mom and dad. I ain't go to law school, so. What about you, Gloria? What would you say is your last success?
My last success and my last
That you want to share? Because we're going to celebrate successes.
yeah, I guess it was a really weird success story. I got to do my first big oral presentation
That was
at a conference this summer. That was fun. The journey was, but you know what? I'm not gonna let that man take that away from me. Yes, that was fun. That was a big
Period.
success.
Period.
That's what we're talking about.
and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
What about you, Rocky?
My last success, I would say moving out on my own. Yeah.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. That was a good time.
You didn't do it too early, too. You did it at a good time. Because I do not advise moving out early.
Yeah, we know.
Don't do it.
I do. I think my last small success was. It's going to be really small. I went to the gym like 20 days straight.
Oh,
that's a big
that's a
success.
big- that's
I'm
a
sorry.
What you
That's
say?
big.
Come
That's
on.
big.
That's
Come
big.
on.
That's
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
mean?
The consistency,
Yeah,
20 days straight.
Yeah, because
Like-
that was my goal. My goal was like, if I could get into a consistent pattern,
Yes.
I'm doing good habit forming.
Yeah.
So, I'm sleeping better. I feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, that's a success.
Major.
That's major.
So,
Flipping
Now
the
that we-
coin.
huh?
We flipping the
Oh
coin.
yeah, girl, we flipping the
Flipping the
coin.
coin. All right.
I'm gonna phrase it this way, and I'm gonna start at Ronke.
Okay.
It's a two-part question. How do you handle times where you feel like you fail or a failure, and do you feel like you do a good job handling it?
That's a good
That's
question.
why I started with her to give you time to.
So the first question, how do I handle failure?
Mm-hmm.
How do I handle? Okay, first I'm gonna cry a little bit. Just being real, I'm gonna cry, and then text my therapist,
Yo,
and then pray.
First of all,
Well, I'll probably start off with prayer and then text my therapist.
first of all, we have to, because not enough black people go to therapy.
Yeah.
Like let's talk. And when I say black people, I'm really talking about black men. Like, I think for every 5 black women that go to therapy, it's 1 black man that goes to therapy. So kudos. So you say you go to therapy, pray.
Cry a little bit, and then pick myself back up. Like, okay, how are we gonna move on for this, or not move on, but like, how am I gonna move through this? Yeah. And what lesson do I need to learn?
So then you would say you handle it well.
Yeah, I guess so. Now, if I cry more than 2 days, I don't feel like I'm handling it. I don't.
I think, the way I handle, it's really an internal process how I handle failure. Is I try not to externally show signs, but it is inner turmoil going on. And it's funny, Ronke said, if I cry for more than a few days. For me, I don't think I handle it well because it sits with me for a good little bit. Like, I'm one of those people that I'm eating breakfast and I'm thinking about, man, this is that. I'm driving, and I've already told you guys on the past episode, I drive in complete silence. So maybe that's not the best thing. So now my brain is really, and you know what it comes from? I think it comes from I'm really analyzing how to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I'm really analyzing, and so when I don't come up with the solution that day, I go to sleep and I'm thinking about it, and I wake up and think, and so I think my way of getting over it is knowing, making sure I learned the lesson and knowing how to go forward. So I wish I could handle it better where I don't dwell on it for so long, but
Yeah.
that's just the way I handle it. What about you, GLO?
I don't handle failure well. Point blank period. Like, um, yeah, no, I don't handle failure well. Like, as I've said repeatedly, I'm a perfectionist. So, like, failure, it rocks. I, yeah, no, it rocks my world. There's a lot of crying, like, on Kay said. I kind of shut down, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I block out everyone. Haven't figured out how to, change that pattern and habit yet. And I probably should go to therapy. Was going to therapy, but therapy got a little expensive.
That's
so,
true. Yeah.
I'll get back to you, when I figure something out.
So you said you don't feel like you're doing a great job.
No, I literally have like anxiety and panic attacks. Like, I don't handle failure well. Like, it just like I crumble. Not even.
So you don't feel better having gone through it? It's not one of those things where you're just like, you know what, I'm better for the experience.
No.
You're like, no, that's not it.
No, that's not it. Like, because what I deem as failure, because it also depends on what you consider a failure.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
A lot of my failure are really like work based. So yeah, or academic based. Like, it just, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about you, Wendell?
How do I deal with failure? I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly.
Well, you have to deal with it somehow.
For
How are
sure.
you currently
Like,
dealing with it?
just adjusting to it, because like growing up, I feel like I had a lot of expectations placed on me. I feel like, every stage of my life, it's been successful. But then just getting into certain, not just saying in general, you meet a roadblock. Just trying to deal with that as you mature through life. I mean, it's something that I'm trying to go through as well. Just trying to take time, and obviously I'm blessed for this lady on my left. She helps me get through it, honestly, because I don't know if I can get through it by myself. I feel like I probably would have burnt out.
I think that's powerful what Wendell said. 'Cause
So,
I don't think you should go through those dark times.
You shouldn't. Isolation is
yourself.
probably the worst thing ever in that
And
situation.
that's why I said I'm still figuring it out, because that's the first thing I do.
You isolate?
Yeah, no, I really do. I mean, now I don't, because I got my living bestie. But in the past, yeah, you ain't seen me. Debbie, I don't know if you. I mean, you probably don't know this, but like my fam notices. Like, I don't be like there be weeks or months where I don't come to church. Like, I literally, yeah, like.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm a notice.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you notice,
Where you at,
if you
girl?
notice, give me a call, because I mean, something's wrong. But
Yeah, I think that's powerful what Wendell said. When you have somebody with you, because that's the worst, to be in a hole and
yeah,
feel like you're down there. I heard a preacher a long time ago tell this illustration of him falling in a hole. And he said, hey, a person was going by, it was a preacher, and he said, hey, can you help me out this hole? And the preacher said, okay, I'm gonna pray for you.
Oh my.
And after he prayed, guess what that preacher did?
left.
He walked
Kept
away.
going. Then, find a musician, say, hey, can you help me? And the musician say, okay, hold on, I'm gonna be right back. So the guy is getting happy, like, oh shoot, he gonna get me like
some help.
a ladder or something. This dude comes back with a guitar, sings him a song. Hopefully you're cheered up. You're cheered up. And then just goes about his business. Then the third guy comes. And do you know what this guy does? He jumps in the hole. And so now the guy is upset because he's like, dude, now it's not just me down here, you're down here. And you know what the guy says? He says, it's okay because I've been here before and I can help you out. And sometimes you just need somebody, because sometimes a perspective will help you. Because I've also gone through those times where I thought were failures and I thought it was something that I've only failed at.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why conversations with your parents are important too. Because they'll tell you things that you be like, I'm the first person to ever go through this. And they're looking at you like, bruh, what are you talking about? No, you don't know how this feeling. They're looking at you crazy like,
Yes, we do.
like really? Like, because it's funny. Glory mentioned on a previous episode that feeling of being broke. And I'm like, girl, you're going to get money one day. And Glory talking about, no, you don't understand. And I'm like, girl, you act like ain't nobody else been broke before. You act like nobody else been fresh out of college with no money. Like, that's life. And eventually, you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
So, you were going to say something with
What was I about to say? I lost my train of thought, honestly.
You got any questions, Glory?
But, I actually got my thought back.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to go back on your point about, like, you feel like there were times where you just had to miss church. Because, listen, there have been times, I love Springfield to death, but there's just times where, like, you have to meet up with those people that ask you those inevitable questions about how's it going and, how's life, have you taken the next step yet? Like, what's your plans? There's just times where you just don't want to deal with those questions. And there's times where you feel like the weight of those expectations just going on your shoulders to the point where it does feel like a failure. And, I don't know. There's times I felt like I didn't want to go there just to not face that.
Yo, that's a real thing. You just don't want to, because you know what it is, Window? I think you feel like a failure and you feel like everybody else
Knows
is
it.
Glory, that's just it. You feel like the cat's out the bag. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is, girl, you know that is exactly.
That feeling sucks, man.
Yeah, it does. It's a sucky feeling. I do know for me, I have no way around that really. But for me, I do have that feeling of, what, everybody is gonna know that I'm a failure. So not only do I know I'm a failure, they're gonna look at me and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's, because I think Gloria said this one time, imposter syndrome is a real thing.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, so it sounds like everybody's dealt with imposter syndrome.
For sure.
So how do you get past it?
Let me know when you figure it out.
Right. I'm actively going through it, so can't help you there.
Y'all don't have no ways to get past imposter syndrome?
Internally, a lot of pep talks. Sometimes you just got to remind yourself who you are. And,
Yo,
I mean,
that is
that
the
may sound
best
simple,
advice,
but-
Window.
like,
Yo, we're gonna clip that, y'all.
sometimes I just look back and just be like, okay, I'm capable because I made it through one
Yo,
step.
come on, Window. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta look at yourself like, nah, I've gone through worse before. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's so funny, Glory?
Nothing's funny. This conversation is just uncomfortable for me.
It's a but I mean it's a real conversation though.
No, I know.
It's part of adulting.
Yeah. I'm not saying this. I'm just being upfront about where I am.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
it too.
Say what?
I feel it too. I mean, when my wife's uncomfortable, it makes me uncomfortable too as well. Just seeing that, but
Oh, that's great advice. Sometimes you do have to talk to yourself.
yeah.
And what happens when you try to talk to yourself and ain't nothing changed?
What do you mean? No, I don't think it's changing, meaning changing your situation. It's just reminding you that you're capable of handling the situation. I think that's what I do when, yeah, I am a big talk to myself in the mirror person.
Oh, I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed that.
Oh yeah, talk to myself, and you know, hopefully this doesn't get me put in the loony bin, but I will have a real conversation. Like sometimes it's me being hard. Like, dude, what are you really doing?
Yeah.
Like that sometimes is my conversation. Dude, what are you really doing? Or when I'm really down, I'll tell myself, okay, so you're gonna be like this again today? The last time I was feeling really down, I looked in the mirror and I asked myself, so are we gonna be down again today? And I just made the conscious effort that, you know what, I'm gonna feel better. Little known fact about me, I think I hinted at it. I was a dual major in college for 1 year. I majored in religion and music
Oh.
because my mom lied to me and said you could do whatever you want to do, and that's not true, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. You can't do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, Wendell, if I wake up tomorrow and I say, you know what, for 8 hours a day, I'm going to shoot baskets and I'm going to do training drills, I would never, ever be LeBron James. No, let's keep it real. So, you really can't.
Wait, is that what you were
You just
trying
have
to
it or
be
you
pastor?
don't, man.
No, was I trying to? I don't think I was trying to
Oh,
be
okay.
pastor.
Sorry, I just said because your dad is pastor, right? So.
Well, he became a pastor after
Oh.
I was grown. I'm not a PK technically. I'm like a P adult. But I remember majoring in religion, and one of the things we learned was in Jewish culture how they talk to each other, even when they're disappointing each other. That they believe you talk about reality, it being a certain way, and then it follows.
Speaking
like
into
that.
existence.
So if your kid is acting crazy in school, you don't say, "Oh, you so hard headed. Oh, you just this, and you just a troublemaker. And this. They will go to their kid and they'd be like, you're such a good boy. Why are you doing this? You're so smart. Why are you getting bad grades? They don't say, "Oh, you're dumb." They're literally like the term
Reinforcing.
like reinforcing that visual. So now you're not walking away with it like I'm making bad grades because of what my parents said. Yeah, I'm just dumb and I'm a slacker. They're telling me, hey, you're smart. So why are these grades this bad? Hey, you're intelligent. Why is this going on? And I think sometimes we have to do that to ourselves. We have to say, hey, listen, things are gonna get better. So
Yeah.
why am I so bummed out?
Yeah.
Or even times where I've done really dumb things. I'm like, you know what, you're smarter than that. That was just a less than smart moment.
Yeah. But then what if, here, devil's advocate or whatever, what if you want to stay where you at? What if you just want to
Lord, that's a real thing.
be there,
Just sit in it. For a
sit in
little
it?
while.
Yeah. Like, what if, because I hear you, I understand, it works for some people, doesn't work for me. I've tried it, doesn't. For me, I sit in it, I feel it, I stay there. And then somehow, some way, I get out. Don't know how. I put it to the spirit, but what if you just want to sit there?
I feel like that's good, don't you? I feel like you go through the cycle. I think sometimes crying is cathartic.
Very.
Listen, when your heart is broken, sometimes listening to sad love songs, it does make you feel better. Yeah, you're right. She never did love me like sometimes it does. Because, I'm one of those people, I believe, get it all out your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it all out your system. So I think if you, mope around in it long enough, you're going to say, you know what, I think I've been here long enough.
Yeah.
And because some people don't feel like, and Glory, the more you talk, the more I realize we're similar. You're just very good at articulating it. No. Because I've been through that where I'm like, I feel this type of way, and please don't come to me trying to cheer me up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah.
just gonna make me mad. I'm sorry.
Yo,
I'm
it is.
sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a unique. Yeah, you articulated well. Sometimes, and I do find out when I just sit in that mess. I do wake up on a day and I say, okay, well,
Yeah,
dude, we've been feeling like this for the last 4 days.
time to
I
go.
kind of.
Like, I'm bored of this. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Get go.
It's time to pivot.
It's time to pivot. Thank
That's-
you.
yes, Wendell.
Thank you. It's time to
pivot.
pivot. And that's such a great transition to my question.
What's your
That's what
question,
I'm
girl?
here for.
Sorry. So, we're talking about failure right now. And, there's a point where you recognize, okay, I don't want to say I've failed, but yes, I've not been successful in what I've planned on doing and what I wanted to achieve. It's time to shift. Because lately there's this theme that we hear about a lot. Oh, yeah, you can always pivot careers. You don't have to stay where you're at.
I
Cause
really hate that idea.
oh, oh,
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
okay. Because that's a running theme, at least I think in our generation, where it's like if you don't like it, why you find something else type attitude. So has there been a time where you guys feel like you're not being successful in whatever it is that you're planning, or you're like, I've gotten to where I can no longer move on or go further in this, it's time to pivot? Has there been an instance for anyone?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now that I think
Do
about
tell,
it.
bro. Do tell.
I'm currently in my pivoting era right now, transitioning from public health and going into nursing. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's my current pivot, mostly because the job market sucks. And I
It's
realize
trash.
I'm
It is trash.
yeah, I'm really not into data as much as I thought I was. So, yeah, I'm going from epi to nursing. So I'm going to see where this takes me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, sorry. Were you guys saying?
No, go ahead.
So, you said that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You have an MPH, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
So, do you think that this pivot was circumstantial? Do you think that if that man wasn't in office, this would have been a pivot?
I like that.
that-
That man.
Yeah.
Y'all know who we're talking about. Y'all know.
Do you think this would have been a pivot that you would have come to terms with?
I think that's a good question. First off,
Thank you.
Yeah, that man definitely expedited some things,
Sure.
but I think I would have eventually come around to this direction because I've always been a healthcare type person, and I just want to be around people. I don't want to be on computers
Fair.
all day.
That's fair.
24/7.
Oh, so that's the direction you were really headed to?
I think so. Yeah. We'll see. Time will tell. I might pivot again. but-
Hey, you only get one life. Live it
Yeah.
how you want.
I mean, what do you say, Gloria?
About what?
Just have you felt like you had to pivot?
I don't. Yes. I guess I had to pivot, med school towards. Well, sorry, y'all. I'm double backing right now because I'm trying to get a clearer thought. I think that I didn't necessarily pivot because, like I've said, even back in elementary school, the goal was MD PhD. So I just cut off the MD part. So I don't know if I would call that a pivot because, not gonna lie, we might be revisiting the MD part, but that's a topic. That's a conversation for another time. So I don't know if I've really had to pivot in terms of failure career-wise. But if we're talking, not if I'm not talking about my career, I would talking about my artistic, desire. I don't know, passion, pursuit. That's the word, pursuit. I definitely had to pivot because when I hurt my knee, I stopped running, and I found other outlets of ways to.
Hey, what is this artistic passion we're talking about?
Huh?
I want some context. You were trying to do track or something?
Yeah, I've been running. I've been running.
This is we
Yes,
learned something
new
new today.
information.
Yeah, I've been running since I was in Nigeria, guys. Like,
okay,
I was on track to you. I thought I was gonna be a big track star. Was I good? I don't think I was good enough. But if I kept going, maybe. But I hurt my knee, and that was it for me. It was clipped. So, yeah.
What about you, Wendell? You felt like you had to pivot?
Oh yeah, basketball for sure. I used
Really, Wendell?
I did, absolutely. Especially, I think the time I realized I had to pivot was high school. Honestly,
Wendell, I thought you were nailing all your goals out here. I won't. No, listen, y'all. I won't even hold you. I won't even hold you. Like every time I talk about Wendell, I'm like, man, I wish I was like him when I was, because y'all, I have to reemphasize one more time. This young man graduated law school. No, well, Glory, you know why I keep saying it? And that's why, as much as I love the Lees, y'all get very little sympathy from me. This is why. Because the one of the two things your parents want to hear you say when they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh,
Is either a doctor or a lawyer. No, y'all, put in the comments if I'm lying. I know I'm not lying. So you get very little sympathy from me because I'm like, yo, no, like it's hard to call that a pivot window. No, like when I'm not trying to pick on you, but it's kind of hard to say, yeah, I had to pivot, so I just, decided to become a lawyer. Like, whoa.
like that's one of my minor pivots, I would say. For sure.
Okay, I got you.
Like basketball was definitely a minor pivot because you couldn't tell me I wasn't going D1. Yeah, but
I'm sorry,
You
it's
know-
not funny.
I was about to say,
it's funny.
Dang, Glory.
And then I got a reality check playing varsity in high school.
High school basketball
It will
will show
expose
you.
you for sure. And then I would say I would guess I'm sort of pivoting now because I have different interests as well. Like looking more into government advocacy, for certain interests. I mean, I'm not trying to take my dad's job or anything like that, but just advocating for just more functionality within various states. Creating more job opportunities. Economic development. Just advocating for policies to be put in place as opposed to just complying with policies that are very corrupt nowadays. So that's one of my main interests that I could look into pivoting, but that's just one of those examples I would say.
If your daddy a lawyer or mommy a lawyer, hire him.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
God willing.
I didn't want to answer because I just don't like that idea of pivot. Like
Okay,
everything.
enlighten us.
Well, just because everything, I just feel like I don't. That's me. I don't want to pivot. I want to do what I had set my mind out to do.
Yeah.
Because I told my dad when I was 8, I'm gonna be a record producer,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and so that's why I stuck with it. Cause I'm like, listen, that's. Now I will say one, and maybe we can call it pivot, but I'm kind of like Gloria. I don't know if I would call it pivot. I think the transition from just doing music producing to now being a film composer, that I don't know if I would call it, because I never had in my brain that I would actually do this. Like it was always a childhood dream. Oh, I would love to do music on movies, but I can't do that. So I always had in my mind, oh, I could just, produce music, but I can't be a film composer. And matter of fact, shout out to my girl Kyra. It was during the pandemic that there was a discussion, and she said, "What do you want to do?" Girl, I'm doing what I want to do. And she's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, everything." And she's like, "So you've always wanted to just be a music producer?" I said, "Yeah." I told my, and she's like, "And you never," like she was probing, "You never?" And I said, "Well, there was a time where I wanted to be a film composer, do music for movies." I said, "But that was just like, to me, that was like playing in the NBA, like, but that's not a real thing." And she was like, "Why can't you do that?"
Yeah.
And planted the seed. talked to Tim. Tim was like, I think you could do that. And eventually, I had a conversation with myself in the mirror, and I said, "Look, can you really do this?" And years later, I have a master's in film composer. I've composed
Celebrate
like
the wins.
14 films.
Ooh.
I've won small awards, not the big ones.
Hey.
So, I don't know if I would call that a pivot as much as a realization that, what I think I could do. But I never liked the idea of pivot because I never want people to feel like they have to settle in their life. And so, that's, I guess, why I never was a fan of the term pivot.
Well, okay. First off, big whoops to all that. Congratulations, because that's amazing. But then my question is, you said that you wanted to be a record producer at 8. But what if someone also wanted to do something at a young age, but then as they started to grow and mature, like they started to realize like, that doesn't fit who they are as a person, right? And that's why they're making that pivot.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't, and I guess maybe I misunderstand pivot because when I hear pivot sometimes, I think of that's out my reach, so I'm not even gonna, kind of like what Wendell said. Wendell said he playing varsity basketball, you realize,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to make that happen.
That's fair.
It's clips.
Yeah, so, but now if you find out as you grow that this fits my personality, it's not a downgrade as much as I'm now moving into an area that's more suitable to me.
Maybe that's a better word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause but that pivot, the way Windows used it, I've typically heard it referred to as, this didn't work out. So it's like settling. This didn't work out.
Yeah, okay.
And so, and I just don't think people need, I don't think you need to pivot in your career. I don't think you need to pivot in your relationships. Because I know some people, they feel like, and that's a whole nother topic.
That's a
That's a whole nother topic. In choosing your spouse, you chose to pivot.
Oh.
Because you said, girl, I'm getting older. And listen, because listen, it starts to change. It starts to change. You say, oh yeah, whoever I'm with, he got to be 6'5", and he got to make $1 million, and he got to be dark, and his skin got to glow. Then you start to say, okay, well he just need to be 6'2", and he probably need to make like $500,000 a year. And you know what? If he got a few, light skin spots on them, discoloration. And then eventually, time goes by. You say, Lord, give me a 5'4" man that make $30K, and that's just gonna love me. And so I don't think you should pivot.
It sounds like a downgrade.
Yeah,
Major
because
downgrade.
I don't think you should pivot. I think if you really, really feel like that's for you, go for it. And life will, I don't want people to live with regret.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see why you say what you said, because the way we both interpreted pivot. Sorry, the Nigerian accent's coming out. Was a bit different. Because my thing was with the just you got to where you want to be. You're like, this is really not for me. Like,
Yeah, I think that's self-realization.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's my thought, of pivoting. Like, this ain't it.
Yeah, because I think what you said, and I think what Ron K is saying is self-realization too. You realize I don't want to go just work with numbers all the time. I don't think that's a settling. I think you're just realizing what suits you best. I feel like what I went through was a self-realization that I felt, and it was more so stemming from, I can't do that, so I never aspired to do that. Versus now, later on, realizing, because listen, I didn't get to grow up to be 6'6". I'm like Wendell. Anybody that knows me knows high school basketball, all of that. I was all the way up until my 10th grade year. I was like, no, I think, I'm gonna go make a push, get to Division I, and then I'm gonna at least get drafted. That's, and then reality hits you, and you're like, nah.
Let's just go to college.
Nah. And really, 10th grade was when I gave up because of that stubbornness of me saying, no, I'm not gonna pivot. I'm going to ninth grade and my growth spurt is over. Window.
Yeah.
I played small forward. Now I'm a guard height. Now I'm a point guard height, and I'm like, yo, why is everybody still growing in? Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's a sign.
Yeah, the chances of you being 5'9", 5'10" in the league is so astronomically small that you just like, yeah, nah, that's time to go ahead. At least what Wendell had on his side is height. Wendell still had the height. Wendell, I'm looking at everybody else get taller. My little brother, I'm looking up at my little brother. And I'm like, yo, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Let me just go ahead and do the music thing. Just go full on with that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh my god.
What we looking at on time?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think, do we want to wrap it up? No, you look like you got one more question. Gloria, ask it.
How can we?
Ask it, Gloria.
I don't really have a question. It's more like we've talked about success, right? We've talked about the flip of it, failure. What about the in between where you're not?
You're stuck in between.
Is there an in between?
Yeah, because okay. I think there's an in between, right? This is your goal, but you're not exactly there. You're still in the process to there. How do you navigate, like, knowing you're not where you're at, knowing you're not where you want to be, but you know that at some point you're gonna get there, but you're still. And I'm not talking about like you're comparing to your. I'm not talking about the comparison thing where like I'm looking at my friends. I'm like I'm not where I need to be. Yada yada. I'm talking about like having that conversation with yourself, like. This is what I want. I'm not there yet, but I'm not where I started. How do you like navigate those feelings? Because I've been in that position before.
I'm gonna let Ron ask. Because for me, I'm happy about it. If I look down the road and I say I'm further than where I've been, and I see the light getting closer, girl, I'll let you answer that because I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, since I'm actively like in the process of getting into nursing school and all that, I think the fact that I'm in school and like enrolled, that makes me feel positive and happy inside. Like I'm not focused on not being there yet. I'm like, I'm doing the thing. Like I'm making my way towards that goal. So I don't even think about the negative stuff. But that's just me.
Like I'm looking like, shoot, the light's getting closer.
Yeah.
What about you, Wendell?
I think personally that's where your faith kicks in. I mean, I just think if you're in the middle ground, like you have to have belief in what's not seen yet. And I know it's easier said than done. It's
Deep.
kind of
Jeesh. That is deep. Go ahead, Wendell. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's kind of cliche, obviously, because it's easier said than done. But you just gotta continue to believe, continue to just put your head down and work, and just lean on all your principles and lean on what you believe in. Honestly, because that's gonna take you That's gonna take you a long way. It's gonna take you a longer way than you expect. Honestly.
Why? How do you handle that, Glory? Or are you trying to figure that out?
I'm trying to figure that out because, like, right now, I'm almost at the end of my degree. I saw that. Thank you. But it's a little tricky. It's a little tough because the last year.
You ain't got to explain it to me.
It's not. The last year. So it's jarring. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like the experiences that what I've experienced so far, what I have felt so far in terms of like work environment, and things like that, is just. It makes you want to give up. I'm not even gonna lie.
But girl, it's temporary.
Right.
But why? Okay, it's temporary.
No, what were you gonna say? Why? What?
It's like, I don't know. Is it worth it to keep dealing with this trauma? Like, because that's what it is. It's.
Girl, it really is. First of all, one thing I know about Glory, you must have been a well-behaved child.
What do you mean?
Because if you've been grounded, and you've been grounded for a week, when day 6 hit,
Oh,
I'm about to be outside. I'm about to
I
be
was never
outside.
grounded, so
Oh, you see, you see, y'all got no point of reference. No, for me, I have no. Once I know I'm closer to the goal, I'm like, listen, cause girl, you close, like, and and I guess for me, Gloria, I'm trying to understand for somebody who used to run, you don't get that extra spurt when you see the tape.
finish line, yeah.
Come on, girl, you got to get that extra
Yes,
spurt.
no, running, yes, but this is not running though. This is not running because like it feels like for like right now I'm just talking about my situation. I'm not speaking on it in general. It just feels like not the goalpost keeps moving type thing, like the light keeps moving. It's just consistently some different information every single time, and it's
But isn't that the goalpost moving?
yeah.
Nah, that is frustrating. I won't front. That would be frustrating to feel like, oh,
Like-
I'm close.
Yeah, how do you handle that? Like, how do you deal with that?
So that, I will say it's funny you said that. I've gone through feelings of failure like that, where I'm like, listen, the way this is looking like, oh, it look like I'm just about there. And then, like, it looks like as soon as I make this turn, I'm there. And then I make this turn and it says, oh, you got 100 more miles. That,
Yeah, okay, that's
Glory,
different.
I get it now. That
It's
will
totally
take its toll.
different.
Which is
It's demoralizing.
yeah, that's the word. That will take its toll on you. And then, I don't know if you're going through this. Sometimes it will make you reconsider the journey.
Yeah.
You'll be over there like,
For real.
listen, I didn't know it was this far. Maybe I need to just go ahead and take it to the house.
Period.
Because this is too much.
Yeah.
Because I was convinced I was this close, and then I found out I ain't that close at all.
Right.
Yep.
Yo, that's a real thing.
Yep.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you
handle
That's
that?
a good question. I ain't got the answers.
You got the answer? Yeah, I ain't got the answer to that.
Well, if anybody
Only
had the
God
answer.
knows. Only God knows.
No,
man.
but
Yeah.
if you've ever been through that, I'm so serious, y'all. If anyone that's listening, watching, if you've ever been through that and you have suggestions, please comment because your girl needs it.
Because it's what Wendell said. That it is demoralizing. Like it takes the wind out.
It
your sails.
chips at you.
Yeah.
Right.
Tick,
Right.
tick, tick, tick. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
No, that's a yeah. Now that you word it that way, I get it. Yeah, that's. Whew. Yeah, it
it's
sounds like we've all been
more
there.
roadblocks.
That's a different
You
beast.
see it and it's like, bloop. Try to get through that.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, just give me a break. Like you see I'm close, just give me a break. Just let me.
Say it again. I'm so serious.
Yeah, that's a real feeling. And there's I'm not gonna lie, I'm going through moments like that presently. But I will say it's half of what Wendell said. I'm just having faith that, eventually I'm gonna hit the final roadblock.
Right.
Because eventually, you're gonna hit roadblocks, but eventually there's gonna be a roadblock that once you get past it, that's your last roadblock too. So it's kind of like what Wendell said. I'm just choosing to have faith, and for me, I do celebrate and what we talked about earlier, small successes. That
Yeah.
Because listen, that's a big deal. You're almost through with your program, like girl.
Right.
Like that's a big deal. So, but I'm with Glory. If you got a way to get past that, because that was the word that Wendell used. The more it will take the wind out your sails. When
Yeah.
you feel like, man, I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Like, woo! As soon as I turn this corner, I'm right there, and the sign says, "No, bro, you got 100." Yeah, I'm thinking about taking it to the house.
Right. Right.
Because
Yeah.
this doesn't seem like it's worth the journey now.
Yeah.
I get why you said you sit in things too. That makes a lot of sense. That would make me sit too.
Yeah.
Now, I'm starting to realize a lot of what Glory says, now that she explains it, I do feel similar ways. When you initially put it out there, I'm like, girl, I can't get with you on that. But then when you explain it, then I'm like, oh no, that's real.
Yeah.
That's. But you know, I will say, does it help to know that you're not the only one that feels that way?
I mean, I already know I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Oh, well, excuse me.
I do, because, okay, I'm in my program. Like, there's multiple of us. So, it's not.
So you feel like you've
Yeah.
experienced other people having to deal with the same roadblock?
Yeah, which gives me, you know, some sense of, you know, comfort. But at the same time, it's like, I still gotta navigate it regardless.
Have you
know?
asked how they navigate it, or
We're in
they're
it
on the same
together.
boat? Okay, okay.
Yo, that might be the answer, Ronke. That might be the answer. How do you navigate it? You navigate it together.
Together. Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
I'm feeling like Wendell Lee over here. Wendell, I know how it feels now. Yeah. Listen, you may have to just navigate it
Together.
because
Yeah.
what's the saying? If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So yeah, you may just have to get through it because it's funny. A lot of hard moments I got through it with other people, and sometimes we both were in the horrible moment, but we're like, hey, at least we in this together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But then, okay, we'll end it there. I'm so serious because, like, we are in this together. We are definitely, like, you know who you are, and I love you. We are in this and navigating things together. But, like, what if that person leaves before me? Then I'm there.
Girl, you got to do what Wendell said. You got to have faith that it's gonna work out.
Yeah. No, I do have faith it's gonna work out. It's just
For
right
sure.
now it's.
I think there's a tinge of impatience there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. For
There's a
For
tinge of
sure.
impatience.
For sure.
I've been
For
waiting.
sure.
Like, let's wrap this up.
Because Lori's like, I'm ready.
Yeah. No, for sure. But thank you guys. Thank y'all.
For sure.
So you want to close us out? Lori?
Yeah, I gladly take us out. Thank you all for watching, listening, liking, subscribing, and commenting on Caffeine and Prayer podcast. It's been a pleasure, and we are signing out. Bye.
It's been real, y'all.